Okay, youngsters, this is Preach again with some advice. All right. Look here. I was walking down the street today. I was out there making myself a few bucks. And I seen these white kids and these Mexican kids walking down the street. And they were sagging their drawers. All right. Well, let me tell you something about that. All right. Now, you see, that's a black thing, all right? That belongs to them. And I'm going to tell you how I know that, all right? I once knew a guy named Tookie Williams way back when in the 70s, right? Now, this was one big, mean mother fudger, okay? They executed this guy in California about 15 years, maybe 12, 15 years ago, I don't remember. But anyhow, Tookie was a bodyguard to a guy that I used to buy guns from, all right? And when the Crips, he was a Crip, and when the Crips first started sagging their pants, I asked him, I says, hey, Tookie, how come you got your guys sagging their drawers like that? Because he was calling the shots for the most part, okay? And this is when there was only one gang, the Crips. All right, there wasn't all these different little factions. There was one Crips. Okay. And he said, hey, preacher, look, I'm going to tell you this because I know you're not a hater, okay? But I wouldn't tell just any old white guy this. But I'm going to tell you. I said, okay. He says, what do we call ourselves when we're sitting there bullshitting around? I said, you call each other niggas. He said, that's right. He said, we're not saying niggers. I said, yeah, you're saying niggas. He said, that's right. He said, you're a pretty sharp guy, preacher. You picked up on that. I said, yeah. He said, now, spell that. So he got up and he handed me a pen and a piece of paper. And he said, write it down. So I'm going to do that for you right now. All right. That's S A G G I N. Okay? You see? There it is right there. Second. Okay? He said, now, spell it backwards. So, I spell it backwards. And I'm doing that for you right now. And it spells niggas. See, when they executed Tookie, he had a double homicide, but a lot of guys get double homicides and don't get executed. They executed Tookie Williams because he was smart. Not only was he a big, mean dude, but he was smart. He would have been the next Malcolm X or Martin Luther King or something. He was a born leader. This guy was a born leader. All right. Now, when he got that going, he didn't mean for anybody else to do it. That's their thing. When you do that, you're stealing their thing. Okay? Look. You're not supposed to follow anybody except Christ. All right? You're supposed to be a leader yourself. Don't be a follower. All right? Don't follow suit just because everybody else thinks that's cool. Fuck that. If you want to get anywhere in this life, you got to take charge. All right? And you got to go out and get what you want. Not the way I got it. But you got to go out and get it. Now look, after you got it and you're comfortable, well, then you can do what the hell you want to do because you done made it. All right, there's an old song. It says, let's see, what does it say? It says, so if you're, don't let it get you down because your neighbor's got it made. Oh, I forgot anyway. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. All right, look, being the leader is where it's at. Not in crime. You know, look, there's so much this world has to offer. Why would you fuck it up by getting high, drinking, and carrying on like an idiot like I did? Alright? I didn't drink, but the biggest mistake I ever made in my whole life was sticking a needle in my arm. That was the biggest mistake I ever made. If I could turn back the clock and do it again, man, would I have said no way to Gordy Wop. That's the first guy that ever gave me a shot. Anyway, people, remember, don't be a follower. Be a leader. Be a trendsetter yourself. Start doing something. Like if the people that you call your friends, your buddies, or whatever the case may be, all right, you want them to think you're cool. You want them to follow your lead. You want to be in charge. You want to be the guy that gets things done. And the only way you're going to do that is you go into school, get your brains on right, and go out there and make it. I sure wish I would have. Anyway, fellas, take it easy. Subscribe to my channels. Like my videos. And look out for a wood on my GoFundMe, man. Come on. Ain't nobody gave me 5 cents. It's crazy. I figured at least somebody kick a wood down. But if you don't, you don't. I love you anyway, man. Don't trip. Anyway, fellas, take it easy and heed my warning. You're a leader. You're not a follower. Remember that.